Good morning, friend. This is me, Ananda Paudel. My student ID is 30367058. Um, just today, I'm going to talk about the reflections, individual reflections on cloud-based water source pressure leakage detect platform. Our client is BRR Technology Solutions. Our project team is Manish Mahajan, Ananda Paudel, Mahabur Rahman, Sadiq Rizal. Our project supervisor is Sukhbir Singh. Project coordinator is Dr. Jaikullah Khan. I would like to thank all the team members, my client, project supervisors, and coordinators for their valuable times and suggestions they are giving us throughout the project. During the project, I'd like to especially like to thanks BRR Technology Solutions, Mr. Rafat, for his valuable times and guidance throughout the project. Similarly, I'd like to thank Sukhbir Singh for his weekly guidance and Dr. Zaikullah Khan with his recent updates and the methodologies and all the technical issues that related to the project, guiding us through all the technical issues that is related to the project. And talking about the project overview, it is the develop a cloud-based online platform which monitors and indicate water pressures at inlet and water tank overflow leakage for a direct reverse osmosis system in dialysis center. So this is the user stories and project problem. And this is the literature's review we have done. And throughout the process, we follow the agile methodologies for this project and the gap analysis we have done with the project. Statement of the contributions. In the sprint one, we have divided the task to each and every individuals of our team. So here, if you look at my parts, Ananda Paudel, I have assigned with the task of reviewing a various article case study to find out the appropriate sensors required for our system, which must meet our client requirements. And I have worked on it. And because the sensor is the key things for these systems, once we just decide to choose this, once we choose the sensors, appropriate sensors to the systems, then only we can proceed to the next step of our project, because we should look at the various aspect of the sensors while we are choosing it. Because if we are choosing the sensors and that is not compatible with the microcontrollers that we are choosing, and the dashboards just we are just planning to make it, then the whole process will be futile. So we could not help and we cannot compromise with it. So for these things, I have done various research and I have compared the various sensors available in the market, either on accuracy, either on the cost, and other systems they are supporting and upgrading we can done into it. So everything's on the basis of all those things, I have concluded and I have come up with some senses in my hand and discuss with my team members regarding the benefit of these senses. And once I discuss all the benefits of the senses that I have chosen, then when the all team members of my team is convinced, then we took those senses to our clients and discuss about the benefits of those senses with the clients, our supervisors, and tutors as well. So once they said yes, and they saw the green cards to it, then we proceed with those senses. And in sprint 2, again, I have reviewing of various articles and case study to find the appropriate senses. And in the sprint 2, I have given a task to review of various articles and case study and selections of the census and coming up with the locations. Again, second parts, when I have come with the second parts, our clients want us to decide the place where to mounting those sensors. So as far as the mounting is concerned, so sometimes mounting, choosing the sensors is good, but the mounting is not good, then we could not get the appropriate results. Suppose if we are just choosing a sensors, flow sensors, and we are mounting it to uh, at the bottom of the tank, then there is nothing, just nothing we can get it from. So the flow sensors always should be there in the inlet pipe so that it can measure the flow of the water. Depth sensors should be mounted at the bottom of the tank, above the bottoms, just above the bottom of the tank, so that it can give the good readings. And leakage detection sensors always should be mounted at the bottom of the tank, just below the tank, without touching the soil, so that it can give appropriate readings for uh, for the futures data collections. So uh, by considering all those things, I have come up with the mounting locations of the sensors, which I am going to demonstrate or showing the evidence of it in this presentations later on. And in the sprint 3, I have assigned the task of quality test and reviewing all the sprints and that I have done, and which I'll demonstrate later on in this presentation as well. Here I'd like to take a reference from my friend's uh, slides, the comparison of Arduino and Raspberry Pi 3. Uh, as comparing the Arduino and Raspberry, just it is interconnected with the sensors. The Arduino is the microcontrollers, which is having the Arduino is the very simple, and it is compatible with all the uh, sensors that we are choosing for our project, because our project is quite simple and there is no much complex thing in it. So we are making it simple. And the benefit with the Arduino is the language we are choosing for the Arduino is quite simple. So we need not to worry about the coding and the data that Arduino is producing is quite enough for our project. That's why we are choosing the Arduino sensors, Arduino microcontroller. While choosing the sensors, I have considered the various factors like um, calibrations of the sensors, accuracy, temperature, and environment. Calibration is the things we need to do before we just install it into the tank, because when we are doing the calibrations, it is the test of these sensors before we are just mounting it to make it more accurate. Sometimes when we are doing the calibrations without sorry sometimes if we are using the sensors without doing any calibrations, then it may give the results which is not appropriate with the data that is showing. So and the accuracy of the sensor is also very important. And I have considered the accuracy of the sensors, and it is one of the best accuracies the sensor is given in the market that I have chosen it. And the temperatures, while mounting the sensors, just we even need to consider the temperatures of the outer environment. Sometimes suppose if the temperature is very low outer environments, and we are here for instance, I would like to take an example of water leakage detection sensors. Suppose the water inside the tank is low and outside it is warm, and the moistures in the air is quite high. When the hot air hit the tank which is cold, then there is some moistures some droplets of water is formed on the tank. At that times the water may fall on the sensors and it will give the false alarm. So To avoid these conditions, we need to mount a camera around the tank so that we can just avoid the false alarm due to the moisture detections and false alarm for the leakage and environment. Even while considering the sensors, even we need to choose the sensors which can stand in a even harass to harass environment. So based on all those things, we always be one step ahead from the competitors because we are choosing the best sensors available in the market for the flow rate measurings, leakage detections. uh, for the flow leakage detections, we are using the Proteus Aqua, which is the best sensors available in the market. It because it gives the immediate notifications to our clients, and we can connect a multiple sensors at a time with the by splitters uh, so that the clients can use as many sensors as he wants in the entire system, and it can detect the very low amount of the water in the tank leakage. So even the minor leakage also can be detected by these sensors, and it gives the alert to different devices like smartphones through the text alerts and email inbox. That's also the benefit of these sensors. And flow measurements, we are choosing YFS 201 water flow sensors, which is working flow rate 1 to 30 liters per minute, and working temperatures ranges is minus 25 to 80 degrees centigrades, which I earlier mentioned it during the harass conditions also sensors need to work. So here the sensor is working even in the harass environment like a minus 25 degree to plus 80 degrees centigrades. Working humidity range is 35% to 80%. Accuracy is plus minus 10%. And here the accuracy can be improved by doing the calibrations, which I have earlier mentioned earlier. And the maximum water pressures in the sensors can measure is 2 MPa. And the location of sensors in the tank, where to mount the sensors in the tank, which is my part. So having a discussion with all my team members and doing the research of different articles, I come up with the ideas. Earlier, just we are planning to uh, put the sensors over the water outlet. But during the reverse osmosis process, here is the pressure pump at the water outlet. So if suppose if we are just mounting the water flow sensors here, the flow of the water remain always constant because here is the pressure pump which maintains the water flow, uh, on- constant water flow throughout the system, so that we give up that idea and just I decided to fix the water flow measurement sensors over here, inlet pressure sensors over here. And this is the sensors, this is the depth measurement water pressure sensors. So it's work on the basis of depth of the tank. So as the water level is increased, the pressures given by this water will be increased. So even the machine learning language, we can calculate the amount of the water in the tank and even the height of the waters. It means the water level in the tank also can be calculated, so that will give the idea that uh, up to what time that water will last for the dialysis process. So what time this water flow inlet, sorry, this water inlet pipe should be open for the refill of the tank can be calculated. Um, and while we are just having the device, I have just come up with those ideas why our product stand out in the market, because it is affordable, because I have chosen all the sensors that is very affordable price, and standardization support customer customizable and flexible to the user, and it is quite secure, update a real-time report, and facilitate with cloud storage to the storage data. These are the benefits the census is giving. And the most highlighted features flexibility of the control over data and system for the users. It's instant integrations and connectivity supports for all major cloud platforms, an easy to use mobile app for the wide range of particular assets across the industrial and commercial IoT space. And during my parts, when I am assigned with the task of quality test, so this is the dashboards particularly designed by my colleague uh, Mahabur. Here we have done the various tests by putting the different locations, different prices, and and different data. We are just tested for these systems, and we are getting quite a satisfactory result in terms of dashboard. So um, it proves that the systems is really work good, and there are customers flexibility has been given in the dashboard, so that he can suppose if he would like to edit some new sensors in the system, he can add. And if he want to change the prices order flow prices, he can change it. If you want the data of different dates, then he can retrieve those data. So all those flexibility we are giving it to the clients. And even in the geolocations, we are giving different colors to like operating the like this center is operating or not, like that. Here the clients can verify whether the sensor is working or not. So that we are giving the different colors, like a blue and red color is given to those places, so that by looking into the geomap, he can understand whether the center is operating or not. And thank you so much. And it is with this project, I have come up with various skills that I have learned throughout the project. Because first thing I have learned in this project is uh, working as a team. It is very, very vital to complete any task to work as a team, and that will help us in a different way. Suppose when I am not aware of some things, then if I discuss that things with my team members, then they can come up with new ideas, and we can discuss, and we can do the research, different types of research. So and then we can make all the things happen.